This woman was 35-year-old, mother of two in Corsica, France. But Julie Duip's husband was abusing her. Family and friends say she reported him to police several times, but they didn't protect her. Duip's ex-husband is now facing murder charges for her death in March.
She was in the process of leaving her partner and he had the custody of the two kids. He rang her doorbell on a Sunday morning and he was armed. My friend opened the door and he shot her in her neck and stomach.
So far this year, more than 110 so-called femicides or killings of women have been recorded. Every 2 days, a woman in France is murdered. Most of them are killed by their partners or former partners. About 1/3 when they decide to separate or divorce. Associations that address domestic violence say that one of the first things to be done is to educate police on how to respond to victims of violence. Women have taken to the streets to protest these femicides, and the French government has proposed some possible ways of addressing the killings.
The Minister of the Interior will launch what we call an adult into 400 police stations and gendarmeries to examine very precisely how female victims of domestic violence are received in order to identify the dysfunctions, the precise dysfunctions, and to correct them.
The government is also planning to create 1,000 new places in women's shelters. Another proposal would allow police to electronically track men who have been accused of domestic violence to keep them from approaching their victims. According to some anti-domestic violence groups, these measures are far from sufficient.
We have a national case that doesn't have a budget. Minister of State for Gender Equality, Marlene Schiappa's budget is 29 million euros. You can't take action with 29 million euros for 225,000 women who have suffered from domestic violence.
Anti-domestic violence organizations say they are trying to encourage further government action, but they say women must also be empowered to speak out and report abuse. Gonca, Senay, TRT World, Paris.